And today on the Newsmaker program, we are joined by the new superintendent of the Hampton-Dumont School District. That is Tim Felderman, our first meeting here face-to-face, as we're going to talk about his new job, effective July 1st. Now he is taking over as superintendent here at HD. Glad to have you here with us, Mr. Felderman. Thanks for joining us.
Very happy to be here with you, Mitch.
So, still in the process of moving as we do this interview here, but I guess first and foremost, I'd just like to get your thoughts on, it's after July 1st, it's the official start of the new school year. The students don't like to hear that, I guess, but
Sure.
Just your thoughts on now being in this new role now that it's after July 1st.
Sure. Very excited to be here, first of all, Mitch. I can't express to you and to the general Hampton-Dumont community how excited we are to be here, how welcoming the community has been. Every single person I've been around has just been enthusiastic about meeting myself, meeting my family, and we're just really proud to be here. It's been really good to see, as I've had the opportunity to meet staff at Hampton-Dumont, the energy, the passion that they have behind their jobs, and starting to get to know a few more students along the way as well. I was able to stop in for a little bit last night at the softball game, so that was good to see the players there.
So tell us why you again took this job here back, going back I think over 6 months ago now that you decided to put your name in the hat and go for this, because you've been in education for a while, but what made Hampton-Dumont kind of stick out here, Tim?
Sure. I would say just the familiarity, whether it's been comparable size of the districts that I have been in, the comparable communities as well. If you were to compare West Delaware at my previous employment to Hampton-Dumont, very similar in size of enrollment. The community of Manchester compared to Hampton, very similar as well. I am a native of rural Iowa, in northeast Iowa, and just the familiarity, the ability to call somebody up and know them and be able to ask them for an opportunity for students, I think is really refreshing. That's that opportunity that we have here in northeast or now north central Iowa. And it's something that it's just already after, now 3 days officially on the job or before this, it just feels right. And as I've gotten to know the communities and the school board members here, it just reinforces that that we made the right decision every single day.
You're joined by Tim Felderman, Hampton-Dumont Superintendent, effective here July 1st, taking over the duties here. Again, Aaron Becker going on to Prairie City Monroe. And Mr. Felderman, another question too. You've been in education for a while, like I said at the top of the interview. I asked some, longtime teachers this, whether they've been in teaching 10, 40 years, but regardless, there always seems to be that massive reason as to why you get into teaching and education. Why did you decide to get into education going way back?
Sure. I can still remember a conversation that my mom and dad had with me in my bedroom back when I had to make the decision as to want to continue in production agriculture or if I wanted to continue my education. Of course, Dad wanted me to continue to be a farmer with him, and Mom said, hey, as a product of going through the 80s farm crisis, there may be something that you may aspire to off the farm as well, while still probably dabbling as a side in production agriculture. And we decided at that time, I was trying to decide whether that's going into farm management or into an educational field. And I think I made the right choice going into ag education in Iowa State. And it served me very well in the fact that the experiences that I've been able to bring, both as a teacher and as administrator, I was able to finally tune in on. And those opportunities, building connections to communities, to students, and building programming and things like that. So it's served me very well, as I mentioned, and hopefully I've made the right choice along the way.
So let's talk about the new school year here a little bit. I know you told me during your our first meeting, I guess, which was virtually, and then I talked with Mr. Becker one last time as well. You were coming to a board meeting here and there, getting familiar with the school board. So there's still a long summer for the students. Don't want to push the school year getting too much closer here
Sure.
for the kids and all that, as just 4th of July weekend and all that. But before you know it, school year will start. I guess what happens between now and the start of the new school year, between you and the school board and just getting ready, I guess, for your first year on the job?
Sure. First of all, I want to make sure that I go back, and I need to definitely, deeply thank Aaron Becker. The guidance that he has given me, the ease of the transition into this position, I can't thank Aaron enough. I mean, he is a man of integrity, a man of building relationships, hopefully a lot of things that I can aspire to. So again, I can't thank Aaron enough and only wish him my most heartfelt thanks and best wishes going into Prairie City Monroe. Between now and August 25th is, from my aspect, it's getting to learn a lot about the structures, the supports, the people of Hampton-Dumont. It's getting to know what the finances are and working with Lisa Lewis. It's getting to know the district admin team as well, whether that's people in the district office, the building principals, the district directors as well. Getting to know who they are, what they need, and how can I support their work every single day. Because my role as superintendent for them is to make sure that I'm putting them in the best spot available for student success, whether that is providing programs, resources, and financial obligations as well. I think it's extremely important for me as well to get to know what the hopes and the dreams are of the school board. And man, you want to talk about fantastic 7-member school board, to how they communicate so well together, they enjoy being around each other, and truly have the best interest of the youth of Hampton-Dumont Cal involved in all of that. I think it's also important for me to get to know the neighboring superintendents as well, especially with the sharing agreement with Cal.
Yeah.
I will be reaching out to Mr. Lido next week to set up monthly meetings with him, review our whole grade sharing agreement, because that will be up for review and approval at the end of July. So I need to reach out to Todd and start those conversations. My mentor as a new superintendent happens to be Mr. Newman at Iowa Falls Alden. Great guy, as you know. And I'll definitely learn a lot from Tony down there as well. But reach out to West Fork, to North Butler, and the new superintendent, the shared superintendent at AGWSR, Mr. Petty. I've known Ben for quite a few years, and getting to know those connections and how we can lean on each other to provide a better education for all of our students.
Yeah, that reach, like I said, Mr. Leto, Mr. Newman, you got Brian Boyce in North Butler and Clarksville, and just up the road at West Fork, you have Mike Kruger. So all those guys are usually willing to do interviews with me, which I appreciate. Again,
Yep.
joined by Tim Felderman. He is the new superintendent at Hampton-Dumont, effective July 1st. Looking forward to the new school year. And Tim, before we end the interview here, anything else you'd like to add as you're now in your new position here?
One of my biggest efforts will be this very first year is getting to know what being a bulldog is all about here at Hampton-Dumont Cal. And how do I make sure that I aspire to provide the best opportunities, whether that's academically, extracurricularly, or in just general activities, fine arts, etc. How do I make sure that I meet what the needs are, and helping me know what that is, I'm going to rely on the community to inform me about what their hopes and dreams are. And I will serve my best, but please know that I'm just one person, and it's a team that takes care of all of this, and we've got a fantastic team at Hampton-Dumont that's second to none in my opinion.
Well, Mr. Felderman, thanks a lot for joining us, and look forward to many conversations down the road.
Look forward to that as well.
All right, that is Tim Felderman, today's guest on the Newsmaker program.